Listen, y'all, Sean Combs can be Diddy bopping up out of Fort Dix prison really soon. Welcome back to On Go, y'all. I'm OOTA that covered the Diddy trial. Hopefully, everybody is oiling up responsibly. Don't drink and oil up. Oil up. Listen, Diddy Fort Dix leaked images by TMZ plus Sean Combs' possible early release date could be in August. As early as August, he can be released, and we're going to get into all of that right now. But first, let's get into the documentation. All right, now listen. You see Sean Combs Diddy bopping around Fort Dix, as you see in the video that I just played for y'all from the very beginning. When you started this video, so you already see Diddy walking around the building. Now, the footage is quick, but it's rare glimpse of Bad Boy founder on prison grounds in New Jersey. This is the image of Diddy. He's walking around. He looked like he slimmed down, got, you know what I mean, got a little more slim, lost some of that belly, you know what I mean, when you drinking and clubbing and drugging and all of that. You know what I mean? We saw how Diddy was slimming down during that whole trial. Remember, I was there for 40 days. I covered that trial. And it seemed like he's getting in really good shape being in prison. I can't even hold you. He looks in really good shape. You know what I mean? It says, take a look. Diddy can be seen making his rounds inside the federal compound on Monday afternoon, dressed in a light t-shirt, short sneakers, and a hat. We were told that the video was shot around 2 p.m., right in the middle of Diddy's regular outdoor routine. Now, the sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that Diddy spends about 2 hours walking the compound every day, 2 hours, from roughly 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., as long as the weather cooperates. We are also told that Diddy rocks his hat every day and listens to his music on his tablet and has been working in the facility's chapels. So he in there doing the right thing. The sighting comes at an interesting moment, as we reported last week that President Trump has reportedly been considering a possible pardon for Diddy, though there's been no indication at this moment. Diddy's also gotten a bit of good news behind bars. His projected release date was moved up to February 23, 2028 from April 2028, which had been moved up from June 2028. But I'm going to get into some images and I'm going to show you that it's earlier than that. Diddy could be free as soon as maybe next couple of months. Diddy could be out of that jail and maybe headed to a halfway house. I'm going to show you. As we reported, Diddy has been locked up since September 2024, since his September 2024 arrest. He was ultimately sentenced to 4 years after being convicted on 2 counts of transportation to engage in tuition. That's how I say that word here. Though a jury acquitted him of the more serious racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking charges. Now, for now, the music mogul's days appear to follow a familiar rhythm, long walks around the yard to cross another day off that calendar. Okay. Again, you see the picture of Diddy, full body shot of Diddy, man. He in there walking that yard, getting to it. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. Look, man, he got really slim, though. He slimmed down. Looked like he's getting in some good shape being in there, man. He's actually walking around. You know what I'm saying? When you live in that extravagant lifestyle that he was living, man, he ain't walking nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. You walking right to the car. You being chauffeured. You being driven everywhere. You in the lap of luxury, man. This guy Diddy back to square one, getting physical, getting outside, walking, working out. And that's good for an older person like Diddy. I mean, even though Diddy's living this lifestyle like he the young boy and he want to stay young forever, dyeing his beard and all that, it's really good for him to, you know what I'm saying, start getting in good shape, especially after all those years of drinking, taking substances, and just eating unhealthy for so long. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, shout out to that, though. I can't lie to you. Shout out to that. All right, we will be getting into some things right here now. So, boom, now let's get into this document right here. As you can see, updated photograph. This is showing the projected timeline of Diddy and what his earliest release date can be. So, look. Let me zoom it so I can read it over here. Even if you can't see it, y'all can zoom it on y'all screen. Zoom it on your screens. Okay, what it says in the top. It says projected release analysis. Total days incarcerated, 658 is the first thing that's being said right there, right? 21 months since September 16, 2024. That's 21 months. All right. Stay with me here because I'm also going to bring up a chart that kind of breaks this down for you as well. All right. So look. So now the time served at sentencing was 12 months. At sentencing, he did 12 months. All right. That's September 16th, 2024 to October 3rd, 2025. Follow me with the count now, right? Because they only tell you the square root of your numbers in jail. They don't tell you all of the programs that you're doing, the good behavior that you're getting, all of those different things that can bring down your time and your sentence. You know what I mean? And we already know out of a 50-month sentence, you're going to do about 40 something months. You're not going to do 50 months out of a 50-month sentence. You're not. You do like 85% of your time. So a few months out of that alone is chopped off just because you don't do your full sentence in prison, in federal prison. You just don't. Right. So look, so the BOP current projection is February 8th, 2028, right? You got plus partial FSA credits applied for the RDAP pays out only on completion. So the RDAP program is a program that he's taken. After you complete the program, then I'm going to get into the breakdown of that. They remove about 12 months off your joint. You know what I'm saying? After you complete that. So you take time from the RDAP program, which would take about a year off your sentence if you complete the programs. But remember, when they post your projected release date, they don't know if you're going to complete these programs. They don't know if you're going to have good behavior and get that time. They don't know certain things that you're in the jail doing to work your way out of the prison. So we have to project those things as well. And it seems like Diddy is on course to completing said programs and good behavior, right? Okay, so we got that. So we got the RDAP program, the completion estimate, right? July 31st, 2026, he's going to complete the RDAP program. Okay, so 9 months is going to be taken away, not 12. If I spoke fast, 9 months. Okay, that he enrolled in November 2025. I think it take off a year for the RDAP program, right? Right, but 9 months since he's been doing that. Okay, now the RDAP adjusted sentence is the 12 months, like I said. So it's been 9 months so far with the RDAP program. He's going to complete the RDAP program the end of this month, right? So now the RDAP adjusted, now the completed sentence, after the adjusted sentence of 12 months, that's May 7th, 2027, right? That's a ceiling date, actually transitions to the community custody below comes earlier, right? Now, a halfway house could be November 7th, 2026, right? The TDAP, which is a 4-month program, begins here. So he'll be taking the TDAP program there. So that's a whole nother program that he'll be taking, right? So now his FSA pre-release custody, if eligible, could be August 7th, 2026. 3 additional months community custody, right? So he could be released from August, like around August 7, 2026, this year, next month. But then he might go to a halfway house. And then in a halfway house, he'll be there for a couple of months. All right. Because why he'll be there for a couple of months? Because remember, by September-ish, it makes 24 months that Diddy is in prison. Okay. 24 months. Keep that number in your mind. Right. So now, the protected community custody date is August 7, 2026. Leave secure custody here. Full sentence discharge is still May 7th, 2027. So the full sentence discharge, you still have time on the back, right? Still be on papers and stuff like that. That'll be the full sentence that's completed. But remember, you can still work your way out the system, all right? So remember, supervised release will begin after that. 5 years of drug testing, mental health, and he will still have all of those travel bans, all right? So that's just a quick breakdown. So, I know it's kind of small. It was kind of small on my phone as well. So that's why I was having a little difficulty reading it. But that was sent to me by someone that's very close to Diddy. Okay. So that's not like I just reached for that. That is a fact. Okay. So boom. So that's why y'all don't know about these programs that he's completing. You don't know what Diddy's doing in there. This is why I'm privy to this information and I'm telling you what's going on. Right. So now, let me show you this now, okay? Let's bring up this. Let me take this off. Let me bring up this, right? So this is what we're talking about, all right? So remember, Diddy was facing a 50-month sentence, right? And out of 50 months, you got to serve like about 42 months. This is what I'm saying. So stay with the numbers with me. Out of a 50-month sentence, you got to serve about 42 months. September, he's going to be there for 24 months. Completing the RDAP program, you take off 12 months off of that, okay? Then you take off another 6 months for good time in the prison if he has good time and good behavior, right? So 24 months served is at September. Around September-ish, he served 24 months, right? So his earliest release date could be August, be in a halfway house. So around November, he will be there for 2 months or so till November, and then he could be released. So let's take it 50 months, right? Out of the 50 months, you never do your full sentence. You do about 85% of the time, right? So that's around 42 months. So, okay, we got 42 months we starting from is our starting point, okay? Then we take off 12 months for the completion of the RDAP program, okay? Take off 12 months for the completion of the RDAP program, right? After you take off 12 months for the RDAP program, that'll leave 30 months, right? Good time, 6 months, right? Take off the 6 months. What do you have left? 24 months, right? All he has is 24 months to serve. Next month or two, September, Diddy has served 24 months. That's how come I'm saying the earliest release date is projected around August, and he'll be in the halfway house for a couple of months. That's his earliest. If he gets out in September and he's in a halfway house for a month or so, what are you talking about? But remember, September makes the completion. But what part of September? Remember, he was arrested, I think, like September to mid-September, not the early September, like the 3rd, the 1st. I think it's mid-September. So he could be in a halfway house for maybe like a month or so, close to a month. And then November, he can be released. So, yeah, man, Diddy can be Diddy bopping about that building as early as August 7th, mid-August, be in a halfway house, getting to see his family a little bit more better. They coming to check him and stuff like that. Complete the program, because you know that you got to supposed to have a couple of month program there at the halfway house to get yourself ready to be integrated back into society. And then after that, he'll be released and he'll still be on supervised visits, drug testing, mental health checks as well as all of those travel bans, because he has to stay close to New York City where this case was tried so that he can report to the people that he needs to report to make sure that they're checking that everything is all right with Diddy, man. So I want y'all in the comments section, man. Hopefully this video kind of breaks down some things to you. You know, when it comes to Diddy videos, I haven't been doing much on them, but if it comes to that, I get in contact with family. I get in contact with people that's close to him and make sure that I confirm anything before I do videos. I could have did this video yesterday, the day before yesterday. You know what I mean? I called and confirmed all of the information that I'm telling you. So these are facts that I'm telling you. So I'm not just saying what TMZ is telling me and what anyone's telling me, because TMZ didn't tell you that his earliest release date could be August 7th. Okay. And I even brought up an image on the screen. All you got to do is zoom it in. That's basically breaking it down for you and showing you how the steps work and showing you right there on this paper, on this document, that his earliest release date is August 7th. So now you know by facts, I just gave you that, okay? You already know OOTA. Oil up responsibly, y'all. Do not drink and oil up, bro. Don't do that with the oils, bro. Take your time with the oils. But yo, salute to everybody. I love y'all all. Make sure you're getting in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thinking about all of this. Subscribe to OOTA on Go. Make sure you hit the notification bells. I want y'all to hype this video. Okay, this is how you get it in the algorithm, and share this video. All right, and be a part of the Go gang today, man. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bells, and make sure that you're on Go when we on Go. OOTA, 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 always on Go.
All my niggas from the OOTA, all my niggas turn shooters. OOTA, OOTA, all my ops turn racks, all my niggas turn shooters. On the end, all my niggas turn shooters. OOTA, OOTA, all my ops turn racks. All my niggas niggas turn shooters.